Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little different, like a ghetto hack, bougie reno on my ghetto house that I can't afford. But anyways, my life is completely different from when I started this video. I was with one person, now I'm with a different person at the end of this video. It was about a 1 or 2 year process. I mean, it's still an ongoing process, I suppose, because I'm poor and I'm doing little bits at a time. You'll see it in the beginning of this when I'm talking about it. I'm very depressed, obviously, and I'm still working through some things, looking not that cute. My arthritis has been really bad. I got these new gloves. They're friggin' awesome compression gloves. But yeah, so started the video completely different 1.5 to 2 years ago. So I guess up 2019, 2018, I think it was. Yeah, a lot of things have been changing. With everything changing, I tried to upload this renovation ghetto hack video 3 or 4 times, and in the process of doing that, lost a whole bunch of footage, unfortunately. But I still wanted to share all the progress I did, because like being arthritic and having chronic pain is really hard, and I personally have a problem with my anxiety and depression and feeling like I constantly am changing my house around. People are always saying, every time I come over, your house is different, and my new boyfriend is actually like gives an anxiety because my house is always different. But when you work during the week and then you only have weekends to do things, you're crazy busy, and then when you're crazy busy all weekend trying to do things, when you live with chronic pain and you're like me, you're extremely sore and in pain by the end of the weekend. Even just by Saturday. I do it on Friday, and then by Saturday I'm like dying. Yeah, anyway, so I just wanted to come in. This is me editing it, and just wanted to pop in and say, hey, video's gonna be weird. You'll see that I'm fat now, skinnier then fat again. You know, I'm just gonna, a lot of weight changes, who cares? You know, COVID, I'm doing what I want. I eat what I want. I wanted to lose 30 by 30, but like, let's be honest here, that's probably not gonna happen. I'm just trying to get through COVID and work and dying of allergies and arthritis, you know, deep dark thoughts. I'll probably go into that in the next video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. There's gonna be more updates. And yeah, okay, here it is. Do my ghetto hacks, you know. So I'm doing it myself. Don't really know what I'm doing. Trying to get the best options for what I want. Didn't really have a color scheme per se. I just kind of went with the flow, and it kind of developed as I went. So as long as I can remember, I've been collecting things, stuffed animals, video game stuff, board games, purses, shoes. I just like having lots of things. I guess not a hoarder, but like I just have lots of things. Lots of things make me feel nice. I don't know. I specifically really like Coca-Cola, just like obviously the cola itself is delicious. Just like the nostalgia of it as well is really cute. I like the font and everything is really cute. I don't know, it's just like I got a Coca-Cola fridge right there. I was melting, but I had this Coca-Cola sweater on. So I mean, I got a little bit of a problem. But I just like Coca-Cola. So I wanted to display them in like a cute way, and I think when you have a lot of little things like that, if you put them in a specific area all bunched together, like purposely stack them and display them in a certain way, I feel like it doesn't look, I guess, hoarderish. I don't know how would you. So yeah, I collect a lot of things. I just don't see a point to collecting or having a lot of shit if it's hidden away in a box somewhere, you know? I know everyone talks about like Marie Kondo, the idea of like, does this bring you joy? But like the idea, if you think about it in the way it makes you happy and why it makes you happy, and if it does just by looking at it, like if something looking at it makes you happy, like that Coca-Cola fridge, I'm gonna display it, right? So I think if you display it in a way that is designated to a specific area, like for my Coca-Cola, it's a beverage, so I'm gonna display it in the kitchen. My cabinets are all low, so like there is space above them, but I find that if you put too much shit on top of your cabinet, it looks really cluttered. So I didn't want to put them on top of the cabinet, so I decided to do like a running floating shelf along the bulkhead around the light. I was really able to open up the space because I chopped the cabinet in half. I really didn't like how it closed off the space, so I chopped the cabinet in half, painted it white, and by painting it white also opened up the space, made it super bright high beat, because my house isn't very big, so there's not a lot of light that comes in. And by just having the dark espresso type of finish, it was just too dark. Like everything just felt like, you know, like I'm not trying to get those vibes. Sorry, this guy comes in on my lap. So I've hated my kitchen since day one, right? Because of the darkness and the friggin' tile counter. I've actually gotten a lot of compliments on the counter, but like realistically, how are you gonna keep that clean? You know, like those grout lines are just can just always be gross. I could never like roll out dough, so I'm really excited about that now. Cutting the cabinet in half, I was able to actually like create a shelf for PJ to accommodate him to eat and feel comfortable while he's eating like freely on the shelf away from Roman, because once we got Roman we kind of had to accommodate the living space so PJ feels comfortable and can eat freely, you know. And because I painted the cabinets white from this dark espresso color, now the silver knobs that were on them, I painted all knobs black, like to go with the scheme of everything that's happening.
You sure these are them?
Yeah, you just do the middle one and this one.
Just these two?
Yep,
Even though that's on an edge?
that's the way it has to go.
Okay.
In terms of like the scheme, it's kind of come about from the appliances. When I replaced my oven, I got it on sale for super cheap, and it was a Samsung, and it was black and silver. The microwave I actually replaced and got from a garage sale for $5 because the microwave I had, the light didn't work, and I really wanted the light to work to really open up and brighten the space, because again, my kitchen is just like the way it's set up, the way where the light is just not bright. Yeah, and then I decided to put crystal knobs because like on the drawers, because like why not, you know. My friend Colleen actually came over and she was like, you would. I'm like, I know. I think I just have this like ghetto bougie taste, but when the sunlight comes in, oh my goodness, and it hits the crystal knobs, little rainbows all over, it's just so cute. It just gives like this nice aura. And then just for the wall color, I wanted to play off the brightness, play off the color I had going in the living room. For the living room, I wanted like a darker color to play off the tiles, because the tiles are really light, and I have like a scooped ceiling, so I thought that would be really nice, because there's a lot of white on the ceiling versus the darkness of the wall versus the lightness of the floor and the bright window. So I just wanted to kind of play off of that. So I did, anyways, dark bluish gray. So I wanted to play off of that, so I did a light bluish gray in the kitchen. I think the blue just goes really nicely with the red, because again, we're gonna throw in the Coca-Colas. The thing about Ghetto hack, you have to work with what you got. So like what you can't change and what you can afford. Funnily enough, the microwave was actually Samsung as well, and I didn't even notice. Ended up matching the oven, which was nice. The backsplash was already stainless steel subway tiles. Kind of had to work with that anyways. So above where I cut the cabinet, and I bring the subway tile over there as well. It's just a stick on. The pack was $50, which was pretty good. Got 8 sheets in there, and the space I was needing, and cheap. It was the cheapest and the nicest I can do, you know, with the kind of like style I'm going for, like ghetto, I guess you would call that ghetto bougie, I don't know, like industrial shabby chic. Yeah, I guess that would be it. So because I knew that the counter was basically the main reason why I wanted to do the kitchen, I had to find something that was the easiest application process and the cheapest. I looked at concrete countertops, I looked at maybe retiling it, didn't really want to do that at all. Looked at epoxy, you know, granite and all that shit, but I ended up just going with like the prefab straight slab that they sell at IKEA. So that really worked out, actually easy for me. I mean, there are cheaper like finishes than what I got, because I got the matte black, but I mean, I wanted to have like a little spice, a little some, you know. And I think having like the matte finish just makes it more modern, I guess. And kind of like mixing the modern with old is what I'm kind of looking for, I guess. The sink and the faucet themselves, like the faucet was a faucet that wasn't supposed to turn, and they put it in the middle. It kept having to be turned, and then it just wouldn't work. The pressure wasn't good.
There we go.
Oh.
Am I out of the pipes?
Yeah.
Okay, how the hose is doing?
Good.
Okay, just watch your head.
The sink itself was like stone, I guess. There's ceramic, maybe ceramic, but like the texture of it would just, like, it would just stain. It was like this awful yellowish color, so I was like, no, I had to get rid of that. So I found a stainless steel sink on like a double sink. It's actually really deep, which I love, but it's stainless steel, like brand new in box, still with the plastic on it. The only thing that was wrong with it is that one lip of it was bent a little bit, but I was able to bend it back basically, and I was like, who cares? For 20 bucks, I'm gonna get that sink from. So I basically got off somebody on the marketplace, you know. Unfortunately, like if you look on Facebook, Kijiji, or wherever you look online for used shit, faucets are always like beat up or old. There's never usually like any like in box or anything like that, especially for like the newer style that I was looking for, because I wanted like the drop over like kitchen hand style where you could like move it all over and stuff. And then it actually worked out that sink had a hole for a soap dispenser, which I've always wanted, so I was like so excited about that. Like I redid all like cabinets, and the walls and everything was like this cool tone with the blue and the black and the silver. Floors just didn't match anymore, so I got like this like stick vinyl flooring that was on sale, and it was pretty cheap and easy to install. Worked out to be this ashy, silvery, grayish, white, I don't know, wood effect. For the piece beside the oven, because it was such a small piece, I didn't want to like have to order another piece of this giant thing from IKEA and just use a tiny piece of it. So I just ended up going and finding a piece of marble tile. It fit perfectly in that space between the fridge and the stove, and at the end of it I just put a piece of wood. And then with the countertop from IKEA, it actually came with these strips, you know, so if you have to cut it, you can like cap the end of it so you don't see the wood inside of it, and it just looks like all black and that you didn't cut it. So I used those extra strips and I put them along this wood piece, so now it looks like it's like one piece with the tile, you know? So it looks like it's a counter and not just a tile, because it created like a little lip. But unfortunately for the island, if I got another refab piece, the slab like I got for the long part of the kitchen, I'd have to cut it so many times, there'd be so many grooves, it'd be like, what's the point, you know? It just wouldn't look good. I might go butcher's block, but I'm really poor right now, so I can't do any of that. But so happy with the results. I mean, they finished in the summertime, so I'm gonna get windows for the living room and the kitchen. So I guess when I do that, I'll post an update video of the kitchen / living area, because the living area is also changing. So I decided to get like a dining table and make it like a dining room area as well, because then if we want to play board games and stuff on the coffee table, we don't have to put it all away if we want to eat something, you know. Yep, actual dining table instead of the hunched over. But yeah, so I guess that's it for today's video. Just wanted to talk about my renovations that I've been working on for a really long time. Sorry if I sound you know, like not fun, I don't know. Sorry if I sound sad or under the weather or down or whatever, but I've been going through a lot emotionally and mentally, so I guess I could make a video about mental health during the COVID situation, what I'm going through. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Maybe you'll see that coming. But thanks for watching. Okay, bye.